Today for Devotions with Daniella, we are reading White Women Get Ready, How Healing Post-Traumatic Mistress Syndrome Leads to Anti-Racist Change. This is something I'm working on for my own deconstruction of the delusion of white supremacy, and if you would like to follow along with me, you can get copies attached here. Marketing the Modern Plantation Mistress. These stories of realizing and navigating my internal plantation mistress are particular to me, but they also exist because of the societal air we breathe. We are all navigating these cultural waters. You don't have to have had a Gone with the Wind themed birthday party or developed a split kindergarten personality to have been impacted by these long present messages. You don't have to have acquired an emotional filing cabinet system to have relied on the notions of public and private personas that whiteness has enabled. Glimpse speaks to how the plantation mistress ideal has been planted in our collective psyche. Birthed in pro-slavery ideology and elaborated in prescriptive literature, Southern white women's educational models, memoirs, and diaries of the Old South, the iconic image of the Southern lady became a fixture of post-Reconstruction white supremacist campaigns. This message was conveyed in film, commercial product advertisement, federal programs, popular fiction, white women's social club agendas, and every sort of domestic efficiency and home alliance organization, whether targeted to Black or white women. While Gone with the Wind is just one such remnant of white supremacist propaganda that effectively shaped my socialization into white womanhood, another and even more ubiquitous remnant of this historic propaganda for whiteness flashes across our TVs, laptops, and phones in the form of marketing campaigns. In product ad after product ad, advertisers sell us the upcycled ideal of plantation mistress. In commercials for cleaning products, bargain shopping sites, online banking, easy dinner options, and even lingerie, we are served a particular white woman to relate to. Dressed in J.Crew casuals, she is thinnish with middle-aged, mom-appropriate, mid-length brown or blonde hair. She is married, presumably to a white man who occasionally makes a brief appearance in the background. Her home is immaculate, stylish, and proclaims upwardly mobile, middle-class appeal. As the camera zooms in closer, she lets us in on a little secret. Despite the perfection of her home, there is one stubborn imperfection, a grease-stained dish that just won't get clean, a messy closet, or errant, dirty little hands aiming for spotless upholstery. Usually her dilemma is time. Both moms that go to work and moms that stay at home are constantly shown as pressed for time and patience that would put the finishing touches on their new American dream. These ads tell us that this idealized white woman is solely responsible for the management of her household, as was the plantation mistress of not too long ago. Self-sufficiency is the name of the American game. Erased from the screen are babysitters, nannies, and relatives who help out with childcare. Gone from the set are house cleaners, lawn care services, and maintenance workers who keep her environs sparkling. Wiped out along with the spots and stains is the labor of underpaid retail workers who sold her the immaculate household items and the exploited factory workers who made her outfit and had their hands in making the products being advertised. Also invisible is the work her off-screen husband does for a living. We seldom get a peek at who he oversees in his fields of work. Like the plantation mistress ideal, these advertisers paint a picture of beautiful, good, patient household managers while simultaneously pointing out a key yet surmountable weakness. Their strategy plays on our insecurities. Even though we might appear to have it all together, a part of us knows that we are imposters. Just as the gentle facade of Southern white womanhood was at odds with the reality of white women's dominance in the plantation home, these advertisers are telling us that they know we are lying. These advertisers tell us that with the help of their one little product, we can hide the stress, struggle, and violence of managing white supremacy, all while keeping its material advantages in place. They normalize an affluent, heteronormative, white, feminine ideal left over from our plantation era foremothers. But what if the good housekeeper didn't need the help of the helpful product? What if we weren't trying to hide the scuffs and get rid of the grease and prevent the errant hands? What if our goal wasn't to tame the disorderly and manage our household? What if advertisers couldn't use our shame at the messiness of our lives in order to sell their brand? Moreover, what if we weren't trying to cover anything up? What if our households did not depend on cheaply made products and underpaid labor? What if we had nothing to be ashamed of because we had refused to be part of the exploitation that creates the material substance behind our closed doors? What if we refused to accept that exploitation in the first place? Why then, the advertisers would have nothing to sell. The factories would have no need to exploit. The husbands would have no fields to oversee. The corporations would have no profit. The Savior would have no one to save. Without the one little flaw, without the fear of imperfection, without the projected shame, white patriarchy would have no damsel to rescue. And without the damsel in distress, the wicked webs would have no one to lynch and no excuse to do so.